Hi, this is Tammy Munson, and I am your CIS 105 instructor. I know that some of you have been busy with Dakota Fest, and others of you are going to be busy with your CDL certification training. And so I just wanted to put a little quick video together to talk to you about the things that we will be discussing in the next class period. That way you can kind of feel like you're caught up when you are able to join us for the following class. So just a couple of things to make sure that we're ready to go. We're going to take a look at your network connectivity. And so with the network connectivity, what we want to do is come down here to the very bottom kind of right hand corner of your screen, and you should see your little networking icon. If for some reason you don't, you can click on the arrow and it may show up in there depending on what the resolution of your screen is. But this is showing me because I have full signal strength that I am connected to the network. I don't have a little yellow triangle on it or anything, so I'm ready to go with my connectivity. If not, you can click on that, and you can also see you should be attached to my MTI Secure, and it says I'm connected and secured. I do know that when I go from building to building, or when I enter this building, that I am not connected. And down here in the icon, I see a little yellow triangle. So I click on it, I come up here, and I have to choose connect instead of disconnect. So if this one says disconnect right now, it might say MTI secure, but I'm not connected officially. You see the little star down here, it says not connected. So I click on connect, and then it's going to ask me to choose my certificate. It may not for you. And then you click on it, and when the little yellow triangle down here goes away, then that means you are connected to Mitchell Tech's network. So if you have any difficulties with that, we can certainly address that when you are able to be in class with us. The next thing that I want to do is make sure that we're ready to go with our operating system, which is going to be Windows 10, as well as Microsoft Office. So to check on our Windows software, what I like to do is over here under the Start button on the far left, if you click on that, I guess you can call it your Windows button. I have set in mind my control panel. If you don't have your control panel set as in your Start menu, all you have to do in the search bar is type Control Panel, and it will pop up. And if you click on Control Panel, you can simply click on your system, and it will tell you what you're running. So I'm running Windows 10, and mine is Windows 10 Enterprise Edition. I'm not really sure what yours is, but that's how we know if we're running Windows 10. So I would like you to just make sure that you check on that and make sure that you have Windows 10. The next thing would be, we're going to be working with Microsoft Office in this class, and so you need to have those applications. If you came to the computer handout day this past Sunday, then they went through that information with you. If not, and you might have a bring your own device, you need to make sure that it's installed on your computer. And so what you can do if you want to make sure that it's installed, again, if you go over here and click on the Start button, you will see all of your applications in the list. And so Word is the one that I work with first. And if I just click on Word, it's going to launch for us. And all I'm going to have to do is click on Account. And when I click on Account, it says that I have a subscription to Microsoft Office 365. Yours might say Microsoft Office 2016. Either one is acceptable. If you don't even have an option for Microsoft Word off here under your Start menu, then you probably do not have those applications. You may have a folder that says like Microsoft Office 2016. You can click on that and see if the applications are in there. But if you don't, it's really easy to get it installed on your system. If we go out to my MTI, which I am loading, and I go ahead and log in to my account, what I'm going to see is that I have some tabs at the top, and I'm going to click on the Technology tab. So when I click on the Technology tab, it brings me to Microsoft Office, Office Professional 2016. You can install this 5 times while you're here at Mitchell Tech. So really, all you need to do, if you don't have it on your laptop, you can go ahead and click on the download, and it will download that to your computer. A lot of people like to do this so that they can have it downloaded on their machines at home, and that's perfectly fine. You just want to realize that when you are no longer attending Mitchell Tech, it will deactivate. So, if we have network connectivity, if we have Windows 10, and if we have Office 2016, then we're really ready to roll with the class. In class, we will go over printing, and I wasn't at the computer handout session, so maybe they went over that with you. If not, we are going to refresh that. Again, there is no textbook for this class. So again, if we go back into my MTI and we are logged into our class, I just want to show you a couple of things with that. The first one is I want to bring to your attention the test out. And so when you log into your class, whichever class it may be, under the news and announcements, you should be able to see latest news. And you will see, if I click on read this post, it's going to show me what the information is. And so remember, if you are interested in testing out of this class, it is Wednesday and Thursday of next week, the 28th and 29th, from 3 to 5 p.m. here in the Tech Center in Classroom 163. You have to pay the test out fee in the business office by 4 p.m. on Tuesday, the 27th. You'll bring your receipt and your student ID, as well as your laptop, to the test out. The test out is a 4-part test because it's supposed to be your final exam. And since we work with modules in this class, we take a test on each one of these areas, and that comprises, I guess, our final exam. So there's a terminology test or concepts as well as a hands-on, and you have to get an 80% or higher in each of those applications to test out of the class. There are study guides in the resources link in my MTI that you can use to test your skills or to see if you're ready. Access is the first test that you'll take because that's the one that people don't seem to know much about. So I would suggest, if you don't know anything about Access, not to even attempt the test out, because the chances of you getting an 80% are kind of slim. If you do pass this test, however, you will continue with Excel, and then we will do Word and PowerPoint. If you test out of the class, a credit will be recorded on your transcript, and you will no longer need to attend class, and all your tuition and fees will be refunded. If you have any questions about it, don't be afraid to shoot me an email. Also under news and announcements, remember you can get email sent to you from the news and announcements when you click on subscribe and choose by email. Once you subscribe to that, then any messages that I post in this shell will actually appear in your email. I also want to go to the resources tab next so that you can see, if I switch this to student view, you will be able to see here's the different information. So the Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint study guides are in here, as well as tutorial information. So if I click on the tutorial information, it downloads just a little link, and this is what you have accessible to you instead of a textbook, actually. And so this is just a Word document that will show you how you can go ahead and access the tutorial link. You can highlight this link if you want and paste it in your address bar. So I'll just do a Control copy on that, or Control C, and I can go ahead and click out of that. If I come up here and paste this in my address bar, it won't let me. I can click on the link that I have set. You go down and click on the Technology tab, and then you can pick whichever tutorials you're working through. So that's the tutorial. And then the last thing I want to talk to you about is the discussion. That's going to be the assignment that we're going to start working on in the next class period. So when you click on discussion forum off to the left, you're going to see that you need to post your first discussion topic. And so when you click on introduction discussion, it tells you what it is that I would like you to include. So I know some of you have done this. We did it in class, but again, remember that there were students who were not part of our class. So this just kind of helps to introduce us again to everyone, plus be able to respond to those posts. So tell us your name, where you're from, what program you're in, and then, you know, something personal like your hobbies, your family, your job, what do you like to do in your free time? You know, those are just examples. But you're going to read your classmates' posts and you're going to respond to 2 of them. When you add a post, you're going to have to add the post before you're going to see other posts. So you click add a post, and when you do that, unfortunately you can't see it in emulation mode, which I'm running because I'm not a student, but you click add post and you just type your information in there. Make sure that you use complete sentences when you add your post, and then once your post is added, then you can go back in and see other people's posts, and you can go ahead and reply. So that's the information that I wanted to touch base with you on. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Again, in my MTI, if you go to the syllabus, all of my information is in the syllabus. You can see my class hours. If you want to see a larger version of the syllabus, just go ahead and click on the arrow. It will pop out, and you can see my contact information from there. Again, I want to welcome everybody to Mitchell Tech, and I'm looking forward to having a wonderful semester with everybody. Thanks.